do this, we're going to go ahead and do ISO3. Let's go ahead and zoom in here and see what we got here. So first thing I want to do, of course, is I want to read the instructions so I don't get myself too carried away. Sketch the isometric view. Given the object problem, zero orientation. All right, so pretty self-explanatory. We've been doing this all along. Looking at this, I always kind of try to figure out what I'm looking at before I start. So one thing that I'll do, and sometimes I'll ask my students to do that, is just before you start going hog wild in here, what a thing that isn't bad. It's not going to be to scale, but just kind of see if you can doodle what you think you see. So I would like you to do that right now. Is go ahead and doodle this object. So for me, what I would do is I kind of look at the top here. It's got this big cutout, and it looks like the back of it is pretty consistent. So I think it does something like this. And so when I doodle, I don't have to do the 30 degree, because remember, these are all 30 degrees. I think I would just come out here and make this little tunnel like that, come down, come up. This isn't perfect. I'm just doing a quick little sketch. And then it does something like this. A little, not quite to proportion. Then up, back, and then it actually rotates. It comes down, goes like that. All right, so I think it looks something like this, all right? Then it's got another, something like that. All right, cool. So I think that's what it's going to look like. Knowing that, then I can go in here and I can say, all right, so I see this flat area right here on top. And so I generally just kind of work with what it gives me. So just to make this a little bit cleaner for you, I'll go ahead and use a ruler or a straight edge of some sort. Let's just go ahead and do this backside. Really, there's no right or wrong way to start this, but what I would generally say is 1, 2, 3, 4. Just make sure that the box is the same size. Just helps me. So, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4 up. All right, so I have a sense of where this box is. Now let's go ahead and just start drawing this in. I'm going to just go ahead with this top first, because I'm just going to go with what it gives me first. So it's 3 back, that would be there. All right, so that's that flat spot. I know that there's a circle. I count 1, 2 in. It's right there. It extends a little bit beyond here. So remember, when I do these circles, I tend to look at the grid where it's going. And so if I'm transcribing this grid, it's actually really far back here. So it's more like it does something like this. Yours are not going to be perfect. We're not using the compass formula yet, but you should try to get pretty close. All right, so then this extends like so. I'm going a little faster than you should. All right, so that's that. The back here, let's go ahead and then work on the front view. I've got the top. I know there's a weird angle here. I'm not even going to bother to try to figure that out yet. I'm just going to first work with what it gives me. So then let's do this, what's called the front view here. And this goes all the way. It's got a little gap here. So go 1, gap of 2. Just erase my little doodle there. Gap of 2. And it goes all the way up. Okay, that looks good. It goes up 3, 2, 3. Then it stops, and then it joins up right there. All right. So I'm not going to try to even figure that out. I'm just going to trust that I drew that correctly. Join that there. Very similar to that circle. It's up here, 1, between 2 and 3. So draw that. Extend that beyond. And it comes straight up. And then I'm going to draw that circle. So remember, it really hangs up a lot there, so you got to be cognizant of that. All right, looks good. I know that it's got some depth here just from the top view, so I'm going to kick this line back. And it's actually solid, so that's okay, solid like that. 1 over. All right, so I think I got this. All right, I think then all I have to do is make the same object from my little sketch, it looks like, on this side. So far, so good. That's that hidden line is right there. I'm not going to show that. So let's just make another one. Oops, went too high. All right, go back. And then this goes back 1, if I'm just going to copy this. And goes up 1, and it's the same curve. Okay, so I think that's everything on this one. Is there anything I'm missing? Center line. All right, center line there. Don't need the hidden line here. I think that is everything. So Susie or Bill, am I missing anybody? Anybody in the audience want to give me a yay or a nay? I may as well erase my little doodle because that's not going to help me here.
Yeah, that's good.
I think I'm doing okay here. I think I've basically got it. Again, you know, your center lines, you want to make sure you're extending beyond. I don't need to draw the line going up in this scenario, going through. This would suffice. I don't need to draw that long line. This is the traditional way you would do it from the top view. So I don't need to draw that. I think I have all the lines that I need. You know what? There's maybe no, there's
Just
no
one
line
more.
back there. Is there?
Yeah.
Well,
right
there's a line right here. Is this one you were thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And beyond that, I think we're good. All right, so I'm going to stop this recording.